It's a slasher here at MLG Vegas 2016. I am here with Cloud9's Kyle, otherwise known as KyKy, team captain of the team. Kyle, you played your only match today against NRG to a victory against Seagull and the boys. So ran some interesting stuff throughout the match. General thoughts on it, and you were probably pretty confident going in.
Yeah, we were really confident going in, especially in the practice room. We saw them really not practicing that much, not really taking it seriously, so just felt like it was going to be easy, and it kind of was.
I mean, you did run some interesting comps, especially on Hollywood point A. I mean, I thought, look, I'm going to take credit for this now. You never saw this before here on Yahoo, or me saying it, but I did say prior to you coming that maybe Anna, Sim, and Torb plus triple tank would be the thing to do, and it seemed to work out pretty well as you held first point. Is it broken?
It definitely feels broken right now. Like on the hybrid maps, the first point, capture points, it just feels way too easy to like hold them, and like we'll get full held all the time by like even easy teams that will full hold them back, and it's just very kind of bland right now. I don't really know what else to say about it.
Now, is this just something that you thought would be working on it, or have you been trying it out, found good results out of it?
Yeah, I mean we've been trying it out, and we've actually like never lost the first point with it. So, I mean, it works.
So only day one here, but maybe throughout the tournament we will see a little bit more of that. Now, the standard right now is everything that we love right now, competitive Overwatch. 4 tanks. Guys making it well, as the Mendo interview mentioned earlier, but it actually seems to be working out pretty well for you guys.
We don't really like it, but we've like embraced it. We usually don't embrace the meta, and that's been our weak point in the past. But this time we're doing it, and it's working.
I mean, you do have two known DPS players, Mendo, Kusai, and Surefour, known for their, especially their depth of hero pool in DPS heroes. Now having to play this type of style, how long do you think it'll be until you can get to that same type of synergy you had when playing the roles you're more used to?
I mean, we're adjusting pretty quick. Mendo getting used to like being more of a defensive Zarya is really like what we're working on right now, and it's getting a lot better. Surefour is obviously just the greatest of all time, so he just adapts to everything. And I mean, obviously I play a lot of Diva, Rib plays a lot of Rhine, so the rest of it's pretty easy.
Now, you may say that you might not have the most experience on Roadhog between either Surefour and on Mendo, and in some matches, sometimes it seems like the Roadhog has just had such a big influence right now in this triple tank composition. That along with Diva, but with Roadhog the ability to insta-kill people in every 6 seconds. Do you find that that will be any potential of an issue going forward?
Uh, I don't think it'll be much of an issue. Anything with Roadhog. It sucks having to put Surefour on a hero that like is very like dull and like dumbed down in a way. It's just very easy to like cap yourself out on Roadhog, and Surefour being who he is, it kind of makes him like not Surefour in a way. So he like won't be in as much of a spotlight, but I mean hooks look great, I guess, to spectators, so it's working.
But also as a team, when you play, I mean, you had such success in 2-2-2 comps. Do you feel like running now the triple tank, which has become standard, or 4 tanks has been harder for you guys to adapt to?
I feel like it's actually easier at the moment, just because our roster is still newer than most teams, and it's easier to adjust to a new meta with all the other teams than it is to like try to catch up to a meta where everyone team's been practicing for a while. So in that sense, I think it's actually easier for us. But I mean, like if the meta changes now, like again in the next patch, I think we're still like good to go no matter what.
Now, some of your teammates, and I would say the general professional Overwatch community at large, has been rather outspoken about this current state of triple tank and or quad tank meta right now in the professional scene. Do things need to be changed, or is it possible? Is it possible that teams and players are just getting too antsy and they're not giving it enough time for metas to develop, which sometimes take a while?
It's been this way for a while. Like tanks have always felt really strong just because they are able to kill people. They're not like as bursty, well except for Roadhog, but they're able to kill people just as good as a DPS hero. And I think like the main problem with running them in the past was there was no Ana. Ana can like spike heal a tank really fast. I think if Ana's healing gets nerfed, you'll see a lot less of the 4 tanks, especially maybe more 3 tanks, but it won't be as good. Ana's what makes the comp viable, in my opinion.
So out of the priority things that Blizzard would look at, it would be Ana still over something like Roadhog and Diva?
Well, the tanks have to be good or they just won't be played. It'll be more 3 DPS, and some people might like that idea, but 2-2-2 is what I think they're trying to aim for, and I just think that Ana's the main thing to go after here. Like, not the tanks or anything like that, just Ana. And I think that'll make the game way more variety.
Well, you know what? For me, I think 350 health Ana sounds like a great time. Can't wait to see that the rest of MLG. So you guys did have to play Predetermine Maps this weekend. There was also a lot of discussion over that. I've been quite vocal about not really believing this is the right way to have professional Overwatch tournaments. But now that you played 2 maps through the system so far here at Vegas, what have been your thoughts?
It felt really easy to practice for them, even though with the late map change, the scrims we've been doing back in the practice room, it's just been very like targeted practice, like on 2 or 3 maps, and so it works, but at the same time, it takes a lot of the strategic element of drafting out, banning, and like what you're good at, and like trying to hide what you're good at, and then like coming out with like some secret strat on a map that you know what they're gonna do on. Instead, it's just like everyone knows we're gonna play this map, so we're gonna practice this map, and that's it. So it's a lot less strategic, but I mean, I don't know. It could work, but probably not.
I mean, going forward, do you feel like it will affect the later rounds of this tournament?
I mean, I think it'll be the same thing as the first round, just because it's new maps. Aside from the finals, I think the finals having the 2 CP is like the worst part about it right now. Other than that, I think it'll just be everyone's gonna know what to do, everyone's gonna know what to look for. So it could be better for spectators, but we'll see.
So tomorrow and the rest of the tournament, do you know who you're playing yet in the bracket? Playing Liquid? See, ooh, you are playing FaZe. So that's been a matchup that you've had to go up against quite a number of times in the last like 2 months or so. Of course, all of them being online, and LAN is much different than online. What are your interpretation going into the series?
I mean, we've had a lot of success recently against FaZe in like our past few games. We know that they're like also very new to like LANs themselves. It's like only their second one, so pretty confident going in. We also know that they only like to run 3 tanks for whatever reason. Their 4 tanks really struggles, which I think is going to hurt them and make it a lot easier than it possibly could be.
Well, I mean, you have done pretty well against them. Now, they have done pretty well on LAN, though, and that's what 2EZ was saying in interviews past, that they have had success on LAN. I also have to feel like this is something that you guys have not had so much success on in your LAN performances. Now, there was a lot of tournament left to go here at Vegas. Does that ever come onto your mind?
I mean, it's always on my mind to try to prove myself better and prove our team is better than our performance in the past, but I think a lot of that was like stuff within our team was happening at the time, hence our new roster, and I think our team is much better now and much more confident going into this tournament than in the past.
So maybe getting over those LAN demons will come here in Vegas?
I believe so. No, I don't think it was.
Well, now, as a little bit of a segue, maybe kind of wrapping up the interview, this tournament is not being played on True LAN. The tournament in Korea from IEM is not going to be played on True LAN, and the OGN tournament is played on True LAN. The last one that did have it was seemingly Gamescom and or the Overwatch Open. Now that you've played on what is actual Overwatch, the LAN client, compared to the online client when you're even at an event, can you notice a difference?
You can always notice a difference, especially I heard at the World Cup they added the 140 tick servers, so that's obviously just huge in itself. But the internet going out a few times today, it's definitely had an impact on some of the games and practice. So yeah, I think they really need to get the LAN client up and running. It's definitely different.
I mean, okay, beyond like the conflicts of like the internet at the venue and some other like orchestratal issues, what about just like the game itself? Do you feel like that there is a need for the competitive integrity for there to be a LAN client, or is as long as your ping is low enough and wherever the event is closest to the North American European server, it'll be good enough?
Well, I mean, our ping at our house is lower than here, so yeah, I believe that if it's not LAN client, it's really not even a LAN, to be honest. It doesn't feel like a LAN. I think that is the biggest thing. It's basically like what, 30 RTT right now, which is, it's not okay. Nicht gut.
Okay, you have 2 more days to go. Faye is up tomorrow. That's going to be a close game. Not even sure where it's going to go. Before we go, and this has got to be dedicated to Travis, you have a tiger. And you show everyone. I love these. Like, I only saw these earlier because maybe I didn't notice them at BlizzCon, but this is nice.
Thank you.
And
Undone.
Undone, the dragon.
Fish.
I like it. I like it. You're gonna have an Overwatch dedicated one soon. Are you gonna get the Hanzo full piece?
My chest is done too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get something for the ladies here if we want to. Okay, well, good luck tomorrow in the tournament, and we'll see how you do the rest of the weekend.
All right, thanks.
This is Slasher here at MLG Vegas 2016. Stay tuned to Yahoo Esports for coverage all weekend long.